Hey everyone, this is the Sunbro, and Dark Souls 2 is finally here. Gonna be starting my playthrough today, and let's get going.
Perhaps you've seen it, maybe in a dream, a murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything. Once branded. The symbol of the curse. An augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drangleic. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
Well, that was pretty cool. Though I have seen it actually a couple times already. Um, I've started a few different profiles to check stuff out. And I wasn't sure if you guys wanted to see the opening cinematic or not. I have just the cinematic up on my channel as well, but I decided to leave it in case you don't end up watching that. And it's Dark Souls 2! When I first got in here, I was, like, way too happy. There are little things in here. Just don't attack them. I have made all the mistakes off camera. So I can kind of point out a little bit of what not to do. Because they'll look like they want to attack you, but they won't as long as you don't hit them. If you do, they'll all try to gang on up on you at once. You can go this way, and there is a dude up here. Just blaze past him. And there's a few ways you can get an item over here. You can drop down this, but it's a little bit risky. You can just pop down here, and then you get smooth, silky stone.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
And this is how they do the setup now. And just like for our original Dark Souls playthrough, we are gonna be Brocephus. Yep. Nah, whoops. Am I sure that's my name? I think I'm sure.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be?
Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
And then you're making your character. Something I didn't know The classes are completely different from the beta. I mean, I knew they were going to be a little bit different, because like the warrior for the beta was, you know, the one you saw in the game trailers and everything, but this is the warrior, the knight, the swordsman, the bandit, who looks insane, the cleric, sorcerer, explorer, and deprived. And I am going to be the knight. And as for my gift, I'm really not sure what the best thing to do is. I mean, there's the obvious ones that are good to take, like healing wares. It gives you a lot of healing items. Human effigy, life ring increases your HP. Homeward bone, that's completely useless. And then there's stuff like this, the seed of a tree of giants. And then there is petrified something. And this one is a seed grown from a tree of giants, inedible. A simple petrified lump. It may be of some use someday. I'm really hoping that the petrified lump is not like the pendant from the first game. I chose it for my character in hopes that it will actually do something someday. But for us, let's choose the seed, because that will be another like special use item. As for what we look like, we don't really need to change. We're going to be a guy. The character models definitely look better, I can say that, but there are fewer hairstyles and everything, so let's just go with this one. Hair color. Yeah, they have a lot of different varieties for hair. Let's just be blonde, I suppose. Don't really care about any of the rest of it. Let's have a huge beard. I don't like that. I've never put the beard on any of them before. Nah, no beard. I guess we can go with that. That's fine. And then the tattoo is just on your face, and it looks really weird, so in the advanced settings, I don't need to mess with. So, that is Brocephus.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Well, you never know. Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Whoa. That is actually a good point for them to laugh at, because it's a pretty good poke at the game's difficulty. And then these characters have some interesting dialogue. Well, mainly her, but anyway.
You must go on a journey without rest. Well, I suppose if you find yourself at an impasse. But if your will is yet unbroken, then you may return here to start again with a clean slate. Now, go along, go along.
And then all these two do are laugh, and then they have no more dialogue.
Now, go on.
No, not you. You. Yep. But she has some interesting stuff to say.
This is a limbo. A link between Drangleic and the outer world. Fair traveller, I know that you must have a story. Why else would you visit such a place? This lost, decayed kingdom. My name is Millibeth. The old women were once fire keepers. I am here to look after them. It is what my mother did, and her mother before her, and so on. The old women were keepers of the fire. But now, the fire shows signs of fading. And the kingdom is beset by hollows. The old women are sisters. I am told there was a fourth. Long ago, fire keepers were commonplace. But now they are lost, scattered to the winds. The old women are long ago, but now...
And that's it for that. There's a treasure chest up here. With a human effigy. You can also kill these. All of them. It'll give you a bunch of human effigies. They drop 2 apiece, and she drops 3. At least I think those are the numbers. But yeah. So, first bonfire. And I really like the effect. And you'll notice travel. You can travel to other bonfires as long as you've discovered them right away. There's no special item you need. You can burn human effigies, which will make it so you can't get invaded for a span of time. I don't know how long. And then you have an item box, because your inventory has limited space. So you can put items into your item box. And I don't have any spells. So yeah. And then this is a thing that you want, because you have a torch. And how you light the torch is you go to the bonfire, toggle, and then light your torch. But your torch has a time limit. You see that 5-minute marker next to my equipment? That is how long your torch lasts. You can put it away. You don't need to burn it for the full 5 minutes. And basically what you'll do with it here is use it to light these sconces and light up the beginning area of the game. I haven't found a benefit to it, so I save my torches. Then you got first starting enemies. Something that I have noticed is that it's probably something that's changed with agility, but your attack recovery speed is pretty low right off the bat. But these guys die pretty easily, so it's not really a big issue. That's one of the new backstab animations. Oh, and since I'm not going to bother going that way, there's him, and there's another one of those hiding behind the rocks. They're not really killable at your level, but do you see that coffin that's at the water's edge? I managed to run past them and get inside of it, and it changed me to female, and then I climbed back in it, and then I was back to being male again. So I don't quite understand the point of it, but it changes your gender. That's all that I saw it did, was change your gender. So I guess if you feel like being female, or maybe in this game, your gender will actually have different dialogue options, unlike the first one. Oh, that was interesting. Did his body absorb the arrow? Huh. But yeah, this is just the tutorial area for the game. There is no tutorial area boss. There we go.
Give us Smooth. Yes, you. Give us Silky.
And this is the new Snuggly the Crow. And they, because it sounds like it's two now, want something that's smooth and silky. And if you saw earlier, we picked up the smooth and silky stone. So, we'll leave it here. Because if you discard it,
Yeah. Silky smooth.
if you discard it, it will be gone.
Yes.
And just like in the first game, you can come back later, and that will be a better item. I don't know how to slide down the ladder yet. Pressing B makes you fall. So, there's that. You push through the fog gates in a different way, obviously. Oh, and something I noticed, that the backstep is actually useful. Unlike in the first game, where it would move you like 2 inches. What are you doing? Yeah, it barely moves you at all. It actually moves you back quite a bit. So there is a use for it. Oh yeah, jumping is different. You press in the left stick, and then you jump. You don't press B. If you do, you'll die. Because double tapping B just makes you roll. I just really hope there's no, jumping puzzles. Because it is a little bit weird. Kind of takes some getting used to. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Blah. Yep, these guys are not too hard. There's an item in here. I believe you can just break the door, though. Yeah, if you feel like it. So if you ever see a wooden door and you feel like opening it might be detrimental to your safety, you can just smash it down. And that might even aggro the enemies in the room to come out at you. More sconces to light. They're set up in a way that, like, you'd think they would want you to light them all before your 5-minute timer for your torch is up, but I lit all of them. So, I don't know. Yeah, get that guy to fire at you first, and then push this down, because otherwise you can't move in time. Raw, die. And falling down here will hurt you quite a bit. So you gotta make sure you take out this guy, and then that dude shooting you with arrows. So I need to pop a life gem. What? No. There we go. Go through this fog gate. More sconces. There's also this guy. And bridge to push down. Oh, and if you're wondering on how to get to these Cyclops monsters with the coffin thing, you just walk down this. But like I said, beware. You can't just run at him and try to fight him, because there's one right there. And they are small enough to come up the path at you, so you gotta make sure you run. But they won't follow you forever. And yeah, you can run to the coffin if you'd like. Once you click examine on it and initiate the animation of getting inside of it, they can't hurt you. They'll just keep swatting at you. So you can do that all you'd like, and when you're popping out of the coffin, they can't hurt you either. But yeah, just changes your gender. As far as I've seen, at least. And we're in Majula. And there are a little bit of spots to explore around here. I won't do them all right now. This is just going to be the beginning area and the first bonfire, which is, well, second bonfire, I suppose, which is right here. And this is also the hub area for the game. Got blacksmith there, but you can't access it yet. It's locked. And there's a shop over there. There's also a shop over there. On top of the hill over there, there's a Covenant. There's also a Covenant up there. And I will be showing you guys those next episode. But first, as you saw, there was no level up at the bonfire. It's because you level up through this lady now.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey.
And that's how you get your Estus flask. If you don't see her,
Go
you know,
on and see
just know
the
she's
king.
down here.
He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
And now you may level up by the power of the Emerald
Bearer
Herald.
of- For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid. Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, return here to me, so that hope will not fade away.
So it's pretty much like once you get to Lord Vessel for Dark Souls. I mean, there aren't just 4 bosses. There's a lot of them, but you're supposed to collect the 4 great souls so you can face the king.
Bearer of the curse. Seeks, seek.
Yeah, I get it. That's what we have to do. So now you can level up. I can't at the moment. Oh, as far as I can tell, leveling up any level increases your health as well by a little bit. But only by like 2 points. You gotta up your vigor in order to actually get a lot of health. And then now we can travel to things betwixt. Alright, and that's gonna be it for this one. I actually have not looked at the gestures yet, but I gotta say, there's the wave. Oh, I can get pumped? Oh, man. I'll have to look at all these gestures later, because they definitely look interesting. But anyway, yeah, that's it for this one. Next time, we're going to explore this hub area and then go to some of the other areas in the game, places where you can start off on your journey. So yeah, that's it for this one. Remember to praise the sun, and I will see you all next time.